Hello everybody and welcome back to another Plan With Me video. So today we are going to be planning the month of November and using our new collection called the Phoenix. So I've got lots to cover in this video. As always, I will be showing you how I set up my my full planner for the month, and also talking to you about the idea behind the collection, and as well give you a bit of an update on what we've got going on, what we've got coming up as well. So lots to get into. This collection features a phoenix, which you might have guessed from the title. There is a good story behind this, a very long-winded design story, which I will tell you. But this collection is all about expanding beyond, because we're still in our expansion era or series for the past few months, expanding beyond those past experiences or failures and coming back and going after those dreams anyway, even if you have failed in the past. I don't like to use the word failure, but I know it's one we all recognize. So even if we failed in the past, even if things haven't gone our way, coming back, turning the page, owning our story, and learning what we can and going after it anyway. Never, despite what's happened in the past, and owning our future and rewriting that story. So that is what the Phoenix is all about. And this collection just has such a wonderful kind of very autumn colour palette. It's very warm, it's kind of very fiery, and we've brought back a bunch of designs actually, which some of you, if you've been following us for a really long time, you will remember from the first collection we ever did that was in this format. The one, the subscription was in this format, because it wasn't always in this format. The first few months of it, we did sort of a number of like mini sheets, and we came out with this we changed it anyway. The first collection we did that with was a collection called Glow, and it featured quite a lot of suns, and those haven't been on the website for a very long time, so we have brought them back because they fit in so beautifully with this. And so if any of you have been following let me know if you can remember that collection, because it was quite a long time ago now. But yeah, we've brought a lot of those back. So there's lots of foiled decorative stickers as part of this collection as well. So there's lots and lots and lots to get creative with. So here I'm just setting up the month to view and just say, look how pretty that washi is with all of the suns. Some of them are in gold, some of them are in different colours. It turned out so beautifully. I'm so proud of that one. I always get like really obsessed with the sort of the washi style stickers, and yeah, one day I'm hoping very soon we're going to start making our own washi tape, because I want more of that. I want more of that in my life. Okay, so a little bit more with the background to the collection then. The original plan for this month was very different. I feel like I have been going through this a lot in the past few collections actually, where things have just ended up taking quite a long time to come together, and I was really determined with this one that wouldn't be the case actually. So I did a few things differently. Like I print out all these colour swatches, so I knew what the colours were going to print out like, which is usually quite a big sticking point for me, and was really happy with them all. Started again, as I usually do, started illustrating quite a lot, like getting all the ideas out, doing all of the quotes, and sort of starting to bring everything together, and it just wasn't clicking. And I was really frustrated with this, because I'd had the idea, the original name for this collection, and the concept was going to be the Renegade. So we were going to have the Alchemist, the Academic, and the Renegade, and I kind of wanted all of them to begin with A actually, but I couldn't think of another word that would sum up the idea of this collection quite as much as the Renegade did. And I'd had this particular idea for ages. I actually came up with it when I was sat in the summer, I was on the bus home from my other job, and I was listening to a song called Renegade Runaway, and in just that moment I had this like epiphany of like, oh wow, that'd be such a good idea for a collection, this sort of idea of being a bit of a renegade, like breaking your own, like almost like your own rules, or your own rules you sort of set yourself about, whether that's like being realistic in your dreams or things that have happened to you in the past, and where you said, well, I've had this experience, so therefore I can't then go off and achieve this. And I'd done a bunch of illustrations, and I wanted it to feel very autumnal. I wanted it to have this colour palette, and it just wasn't clicking together. And I did a lot as well. Again, I was like, I can't believe I'm in this situation again, where I'd spent sort of like hours and hours on these some really beautiful illustrations. Actually, I will find a way to use them at some point in the future, or do something with them. But it just all wasn't clicking together. And then one night I was sat kind of drawing on my iPad. TV was on in the background, as this is quite often how a lot of my best designs, I think, come about, when I'm sort of almost like half present, when I'm not trying too hard, which is just something I find quite a lot. But I thought, I really fancy just drawing a phoenix, and I was a bit like, oh well, I don't know if it'll turn out that well, but I was a bit like, should I even try? Because I've sort of tried to draw birds in the past and it's not gone that well. Last December we did a collection called Celebration, and it had peacocks in, and I spent a lot of time again drawing a lot of different peacocks, and they just, they were fine, but they didn't have that spark. And I sort of, in the end, I did like quite a stylized version of one with lots of sort of swirls, and it was infoiled. Again, if you can remember this one, let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. So I was a bit, should I even try? I thought, no, I'm just gonna do it for fun and have a go. And I think there is such a magical moment when you are in that kind of zone of just having fun with your creativity and trying hard but not trying too hard, and having that certain, like, that perfect amount of presence that you can just create things with quite a lot of ease, actually, that you're really happy with. And that is exactly what happened with this. And created it, printed it out, and I was like, right, the phoenix. I was like, this actually fits perfectly. This is such a great theme, and it feels like it really fits in with this idea of expansion. So that is the story behind this month's collection. I'm really hoping that this theme in a way does not continue, because there seems to be a lot of work that I don't do anything with, which I'm trying to feel positive about, because everything is learning, and at some point, these, whether I don't use the things that I've made, they will come in handy, I'm sure, but we'll see. I'm kind of hoping that this doesn't also happen for December, but you never know with the way things are going right now. Who knows? So what else to tell you this month? Well, if you're not aware, we're actually taking a bit of a break this month, our only break really of the year. We're going to be just taking a couple of weeks off this month. When you're watching this, the shop will actually be closed. We are still taking orders, but they will not be sent out until the 21st, or the week commencing the 21st of October. This will not at all affect the subscriptions. They will go out as usual. And as I say, we'll still be taking orders, but we're just going to take a few weeks off, sort of 2.5 weeks off, just to really recharge and work on some other things. And that can be quite hard to do when you're a small business and you're still in the day-to-day. I'm a big believer in taking some time to recharge and come back with lots more energy, and we haven't done this. I haven't had sort of a break really, or a week off all year. So so we are going to be doing that in October, but like I say, it won't really affect, just mean that orders take a little bit longer to go out than usual. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, actually. I'm looking forward to just to kind of, it sort of feeds into how I was talking earlier about how the collections often come together, just taking that little bit of a step back and being able to recharge and then come back with, fresh eyes and fresh ideas. There's a lot of things that we want to do before the end of the year as well, so I think this will be a good opportunity to recharge. We are hoping to actually, and we've been sampling all sorts of paper the past month or so, because we're hoping to actually sort of what's the word for it? Revamp our journals and give you some more options for the content. So for years, I know if you're watching this, Sophie, you've been asking me about bullet journals and I keep saying that we're working on it. We are still working on it, but I would really love to offer a bullet journal, and I really offer to give you as well an option for plain paper, because I know that's something again that a lot of you much prefer plain paper journals to lined paper journals. So we're going to be doing a bit of a revamp, a bit of a redesign on the website for how you order them, make it a bit easier. And I'm working on a sort of like a build your own journal concept to make it a lot easier to order and to choose your design, because at the moment I think it's not sort of really clear, and it just needs a bit of improving. Anyway, so that's one of the big things that we're working on at the moment. And as I say, we've been sampling so many different types of paper because I know as well as you guys do that paper is very important when it comes to journals, when it comes to stationery. Like, you know, it will make or break a journal. We know this. So we wanted to get really, really good paper, some good thick paper, which is good for bullet journaling, and also that you can, to some extent, remove your stickers from if you have stuck them down in the wrong place, which I know it's a bit of a bugbear, right? Like at the moment, with our line journals, if you stick it down in the wrong place, you can kind of get it up, but it's not great. And we're not going to change our line paper, but partly because we've got lots of it still, and it's absolutely fine if you're not worried about sticking things down in the wrong place. And of course, there are always fixes, right? You know, if the paper gets torn, you just cover it up and it's fine. But I wanted to make sure, particularly for our bullet journals, that we had thicker paper that the stickers could easily be peeled. Well, it's never easy, but could be peeled up from if you need to change them. And of course, that ink doesn't seep through, and that they write on really nicely, and all sorts of stuff like that. So we've got little swatches with dozens of different pens that we've tried on. Everything, of course, as we always do, we take everything very seriously here. But we have pretty much decided on one, which is really exciting, and we are going to be investing in some more equipment as well, which is going to allow us to actually create them in-house. So watch this space. I'm not sure at the moment how long it's going to take us to get all of that done and get it all up on the website and ready, but it is in the works. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to doing that closer to Christmas as well. I'm definitely hoping we'll have it done by the end of the year, but I can't make any promises because, as you know, we're a small team and sometimes these things take a lot longer than you want, especially when you're dealing with anything where you're producing something or anything that involves, you know, websites and, you know, especially redesigning pages and things like that. So yeah, big project, but something I'm really excited about and looking forward to showing you guys. So I am gonna leave this here this month. I really hope you've enjoyed this month's plan with me, and you love the new Phoenix collection as much as me. Definitely drop a few little fire emojis in the comments if you've made it this far and you love it as well. I think it's such a beautiful collection and such a powerful and strong message. So it's something that we're going to be talking about a bit this month, especially over on Instagram if you follow us over there as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon.